Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here and welcome back to another crypto video. And today has been a really interesting day for crypto prices. Bitcoin right now being at about 59,000, Ethereum at about 4,700, BNB at 630, Solana 217, ADA at 162, and XRP at $1.04. Very interesting, but pretty damn plain in the sense that Ethereum is up about 9%, so it's a pretty damn good day. But the price is not really in this exploratory, I can't even say that, where you're basically exploring things territory. Not a native English speaker, guys, I try. However, Shiba Inu, look at this, guys. It is up about 30, now about 25, before it was like 35% or so because of a Kraken listing. And we have Luna/Avex, who are also doing extremely amazing. And remember, guys, what I said at the start of this year. No, not even at the start of this year, I guess like 2 weeks ago or so. What I said for Avex and Luna was these two are going to end the year at about $60 billion worth of market cap. I think they were $19 and $18 billion respectively. Maybe turned around though. Look at how fast we've already grown. Avex is up about 50% since that, and Luna, I guess not as much, but things are really moving into the right direction. And that's one of the fun parts about crypto every single time we talk about it here. Guys, I showed you a video, let's see here, the 27th of November, so about 3 days ago, where I told you all during one of the worst times that I am buying like a freaking madman. And I know a lot of people over on Twitter were not agreeing with me. A couple of people in the comment section were also against the idea, but generally, you guys were quite positive on my remarks. But that's most likely because I had a really good explanation. We had a very good basis for why I would open a long position right now. Everything just made sense about opening it up. And so now that we have done it, you can see a lot of people look back in hindsight and say, oh, wait, he was right about all this stuff. And again, guys, I'll never claim that I'm a guru. I'll never claim that I'll always be right. But with a lot of these cases, you just know exactly when the dip is going to be in, or you just understand the BS that goes on behind some of this manipulated trading. So, for example, if you're asking me where is it going to go right now, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't honestly know the next target that we're going to hit. And I can claim that I do know, but all we know is, for example, the most important resistances and supports. So if I had to make a target for Ethereum, I would have most likely, if I had a trade open, sold a little bit below the $4,800 mark, and then maybe try to buy back in if we actually get a breakout with confirmation once we hit, let's say, for example, about $5,050, and we're seeing it move up with some severity and backing volume. But basically, if we look back in hindsight, what I told you guys was the majority of the sell-off here, it was pretty severe, and it was mostly based upon what we already know now to be the whole FUD for the entire market, not just crypto. Yet, it wasn't really supported by the volume, which was logical, and the fact that we found such an important support for multiple different crypto at a couple of areas where it's just like triple bounces and whatnot. I was like, yeah, we got to just buy in right now. It's worth the risk, because worst case, we put a stop loss down, which for XRP, by the way, might have not pulled out correctly, but for Ethereum and Bitcoin, it did, so still we would have had 2 out of 3. And for right now, guys, I cannot tell you let's buy in like crazy because I already bought in about 2-3 days ago. But I am telling you that a lot of these big trader guys were telling me, I guess the 28th now, so one day after this, they were closing their long positions and going out because they were afraid that the market was going to collapse. We didn't, though. We didn't. Why? Because I believe in the bull market right now. I believe the metaverse coins I keep sharing on this channel are going to be popping off. I believe a lot of the coins which I show on this channel, like XRP, Cardano, Solana, are just going to keep popping off in due time. And fun fact, even Ethereum, I think, will just keep doing well, even though there's a lot of criticism about it. However, lately, I haven't really given too much attention to coins like Matic or Algorand or some of those ones like VeChain, which I also hold. I mean, VeChain, for example, is in an extremely good position right now if we're looking from the trading perspective. Perfect bounce, looking really, really juicy. There's almost nothing you can really say about the coin right now except for that is looking perfect. And we also got to look at it a little bit broader. HBAR and VeChain are two cryptos that I just know for a fact have very solid partnerships and very, I guess, great longevity in the sense that we know they're going to keep succeeding over time. It's just a question of, hey, when should I buy more and how long should I hold it for before I switch to something else for the short term or something like that. But medium term, a lot of these cryptos are just so juicy to have. And that's also often why I guess, kind of stay away from XRP. Hear me out. I still hold, I think, the majority of my portfolio in XRP. Which is interesting, right? Because a lot of people keep criticizing me for it, saying you should have sold or I would have made more gains with another crypto. Well, that's where the second part of the story is from, which is that I do have a good amount of other coins and I do circulate my portfolio around to make sure I get more XRP for the medium term. But that's just because I know with XRP, I feel my own opinion, not financial advice, my own opinion, is that if I am so certain that XRP is going to go to, let's say about as a baseline, $12 or so within a year, then it doesn't really matter when I buy in because there's gains to come anyway. So the only question is, can I better hold a different crypto for the meantime? Is it going to give me more gains short term than XRP? Yes or no? And that's, of course, a hard way off because a coin like, for example, VeChain, when is it going to pop off? It's really hard to say. When is a coin like Theta going to pop off more? When is a coin like, just a lot of these coins, XTZ, when is it going to pop off and do even crazier than XRP? At what points? I mean, it could theoretically speaking be, for example, that XRP, because it's been so undervalued for a long while, that all of a sudden now is going to be the XRP redemption period. And to be honest, it could just happen at any one of these points. So it's pointless to say, no, it's not gonna, or it's sure it's going to, because we don't know. But I do prepare for every single scenario, guys, which is why I keep updating you guys daily with these crypto news and price update videos, because I want you guys to know exactly where I'm standing. And at the end of the day, I have nothing to lose when sharing with you guys my trading updates or my price targets or whatnot. For right now, I don't really have a price target, but I would if we're looking at professional trading. Always look to sell a little bit under major barriers. So for Bitcoin, that would be about the $62,000 mark, something around that, a little bit below the Fibonacci level here at the 0.786. We could actually also go for all-time high, but I would personally prefer, I guess, to go for a little bit of a lower layer. For Ethereum, that would be, I guess, all-time high. A little bit below that at about, I guess, below 4,800, maybe just around that level. For XRP, that would most likely be the trend line here, which would be about $1.06 or so. This is a really short-term thing. If you look at the major trend line, it would most likely be right around $1.17 or potentially even $1.12. But that's more difficult because XRP has been such a irrational coin the last couple of weeks. Once more, the reason this is so is because people don't know how to value it. Once they've gotten the lawsuit cleared, people hoard into XRP. But right now, people are buying with sort of wishful thinking, knowing, hey, they might win, they might lose. There's a good chance they'll win, and I'm going to buy in anticipation. But you can't really say that we're buying XRP right now with all the certainty in the world. No, I mean, there's a lawsuit going on. So theoretically speaking, we're buying a dying asset, right? Because a lawsuit is never a good thing. However, it's because we think to have the result for the future that we basically are buying in with such greed right now. But theoretically speaking, it's not a good idea for a lot of these, I guess, proper investors. But I mean, for me, it is. So who cares, right? And then another thing here is the crypto altcoin market cap. I told you guys as well. I really use this as kind of like my holy grail. So when we basically got ourselves, I believe, a triple bounce within this little demand zone of ours, I told you guys as well, just also basically what everything aligned, just at that point, everything aligned. I told you guys basically buying anything right now is a really solid point, and things have popped off. I'm still waiting to get back above the trend line. We need to go to about $1.8 trillion. So it's a pretty big injection of money or a pretty big price jump that we need. But I think we'll get there quite soon. Right now, we are basically back to levels of a couple of days ago at the beginning of November. So it's not like it's too severe or crazy. We are not even at levels from the previous highs, like the October, September, and May levels. No, we're still at November 2nd level, so it's not too crazy. And we'll most likely just keep continuing on. It just makes more sense for the price to keep moving upwards. As the FUD hit, the FUD was, of course, based upon nothing, like I kept sharing in videos. And right now, theoretically speaking, we should just kind of keep up the momentum towards the upside. Now, guys, make sure, by the way, that you check out the Bybit competition right now. You only have a couple more hours to enter, and there's a link down below because all you have to do is sign up. Make sure you do one trade of at least $10, and you can win yourself a couple of Bored Ape Yachts, a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFTs. In total, about $1 million going to be given away. So make sure you check it out because you only have, as I said, a couple more hours to enter, and it's completely free. Then also, guys, make sure that there's going to be a video in a couple of hours here, I think, where I update you guys on what big gems are launching, because there's 2 launching or basically coming up in the next, like, let's say 72 hours or so, and you need a little bit of time to prepare up front. So I'll make a video about that in a couple of hours from now, but make sure you check out Bybit as well for the SIS crypto, as I'm going to be taking myself into that one, but you should be aware of it if you weren't. It's over on Bybit. Make sure you check out the link down below for Bybit. It's a pretty cool exchange as well. I had a couple of articles here. XP price prediction, Ripple under pressure, struggling to crack $1. It's kind of funny, huh? Because that wasn't really the case. Shiba, of course, got listed on Kraken. And we had Michael Saylor, who bought a freaking ton of Bitcoin. Sometimes I look back at this and think, man, This guy, people are laughing at him for buying Bitcoin at 59,000, but look at how we're moving right now. Right? He bought a little bit above the price, so to speak, a couple $100. But is it really that bad? I mean, we can come down for a couple $1,000s, yes. But in the end of the day, or at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter too much for the longer term vision. It really doesn't. As his average price is still, I believe, like $29,000 or $28,000 per Bitcoin. And I still, as I said just now, I believe it's just going to keep pumping. Yeah, I don't think he needs to be afraid. But again, that is just me. Guys, that was it for today's video. Make sure you check out Bybit for all the cool bonuses. It's the exchange I personally use. And I'll see you guys again in another crypto video later today. A couple of things are coming up, so make sure you are subscribed for more. And make sure you press the like button if you enjoyed this video.